This is Stu at MetalsPeak.com with my review on Nile's album At the Gates of Sethu. This is their 7th studio album. It was released on July 3rd, 2012 through Nuclear Blast USA. This album was produced, recorded, and mixed by Neil Kernan. The drums were recorded at Sound Lab in Columbia, South Carolina. Definitely was an awesome job on the recording by far. Really stoked on this album. I picked it up a little late, but it's really amazing. I've always been a big fan of Nile. One of the first, actually, I think the first real metal show I ever went to when I was a kid was Nile was playing there, and I was just floored by what these guys pulled off. So on this album, right off the bat, like, brutality was just amazing. I gave the overall brutality a 9 on here, mostly because they tend to do their instrumental tracks on there that slow it down a little bit, which is perfect. That's exactly what they need. Songwriting on this was, I gave it a 9.5. It would have been higher because everything's really well done, but you can only go so far with however many Egyptian-style riffs you're going to use. And a lot of it was kind of similar to other previous albums, which is still a good thing. You always know what you're going to get from Nile. You're never let down from these guys. They're awesome. They put together great stuff. The production, I gave it a 10. Like I said, it was recorded and mixed by Neil Kernan. It was an absolutely fantastic job. This is the best sounding album I've ever heard from Nile. Absolutely just amazing. What I've always wanted. I wish I could hear all of their albums at this high of a quality. The repeat listenability, I gave it a 9. That may end up changing to a 10. I don't know, because I can't stop listening to the thing yet. The artwork for the album, the cover art was done by Seth Ciro Anton of Septic Flesh, and it looks really badass, almost reminds me of like a movie poster for some big event that's going to come out, whatever. And it looks really sweet. There's all through the album, it's typical Egyptian style art. It's like black and gray. Most of it looks really kind of old fashioned and kind of creepy looking. The CD itself looks really sweet. Has an awesome picture on there of Sethu and, of course, some Egyptian scribe stuff. The overall that I gave this album is a 9.5 because it totally worth it. I picked it up at the Independent Records here during our the record store day that's going on 420. I recommend highly that you go out and get this album. I absolutely love it. I want to listen to it over and over. Carl Sanders' guitar work is just phenomenal. Blows me away every time that guy writes something. I'm like I said, I may be a little biased, but hear for yourself. One of the riffs in here off of the 10th track on the album, Supreme Humanism of Megalomania. There's this riff in here that's just awesome. Let me play it for you. Yeah, it's like that's just a small taste of how epic this whole entire album is. Check it out. Definitely go listen to it. Go buy the album and buy the actual CD. All the artwork on the CD itself is really cool. I'm more of a fan of actually getting a CD rather than a download, just because I don't know, maybe something nostalgic about having the CD. Check it out. Thanks for listening. Keep checking in at MetalsPeak.com. This is Stu out.